Hi guys, this is Shelly with Shelly Cooks. This is Sunday and today I'm doing a roast chicken dinner. But instead of doing a mashed potato with it, I'm actually going to be doing a Greek roast potato, which we really like. So I thought I'd bring you along just to watch it. In case you're interested, you may want to try it, who knows. So the first thing I have here are some potatoes. And these potatoes I've already cut up a bit, peeled. I should say, not cut. I have peeled them. Let me move these here, this over here. And so here we go. I'm just going to cut these in, let's say, quarters. Because the more edges it has on it, the more space you have for it to brown. And these brown beautifully. I have my oven set to 420, by the way. And so I'm putting these in a pan. Now, I make these often, and they always stick to the pan. This is the first time I'm actually going to try parchment line. Not sure if it's going to work out or not, and I hope they still get as brown as they normally do. But I'm hoping it'll make the cleanup a little bit easier because it's not easy without it. It's still worth it, but not easy. So I'm just cutting these potatoes all into quarters. Throwing them in there. There's very few ingredients for this. We need, it calls for 4 cloves of garlic. I typically will use 6 because it's, and it doesn't taste overly garlicky at all. And these are the size of the cloves that I use. The rest of the cloves I have here soaking in water. You'll often hear me say that I'll soak garlic in water before I peel them because it makes it a lot easier to peel. And on top of that, it's not sticky when you peel them as garlic is sometimes. So you use about 8 potatoes for this, 8 good-sized potatoes. So it's going to fill up our pan here for sure. And we also need about 1/4 cup of lemon juice. We need a little bit of oregano, a little bit of salt, and water, and that's it. Then the oven does the rest for you. So we'll put them in the oven first for 40 minutes. And when they're in the oven roasting, we will just keep an eye on them. And after about 40 minutes, we'll go in and we'll turn them over. Okay, so they'll go in the oven for 40 minutes. And after 40 minutes, we will turn them over and roast them for another 40 minutes. Now, the second time that you roast them, you may need to add an additional 1/2 cup of water, but that's fine. If they don't look like they're too dry, you may not even need to do that. Here we are. We have our potatoes. Now I'm going to peel these garlic cloves. And when you chop the garlic for this, just be mindful that you don't chop it too small, okay? Because they may, if you chop it too small, it will burn. So you're going to keep them not too big, but not too small, just a medium sort of size. And you definitely do not want to grate it or put it on a rasp type thing because that would definitely burn then. We're just cutting the big end off, cutting the other end off, and the garlic should just peel quite easily. These are the size cloves we have here. They're pretty good size. One's from my garden last year. There we are. Speaking of garden, it's going to be, pretty soon, it's going to be time to start doing some seed starting. This is the end of January here. So it's getting to be about that time. So I'm just going to move those skins over there, chop these cloves up roughly. Okay, so we have our garlic all chopped up. I have just a cup of water here. Cold water, room temperature water. There's our garlic. You can just see the size of it, how we did the dice. Not super fine. So we can just throw this all in like this. Now what I need is 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So I'm just going to get that real quick. If it were up to me, I probably would use more. But some people in my family find it too lemony. I have a hard time with that word. Anyway, too much lemon. So, quarter a cup works for us. Nice. If you don't have fresh lemon juice, I'm sure you could use bottled lemon juice. The same thing if you don't have garlic, fresh garlic, feel free to use a tablespoon of garlic. Yeah, try a little bit more. That's almost a quarter of a cup, so. That's good. So this is a third of a cup. And we're going to use a half a cup of olive oil. As I said, the oven's set to 420. And so when we throw this in, I put it on the bottom or the second bottom rack and do it for 40 minutes. There's our half a cup of oil. We need a tablespoon of oregano, dried oregano. Let's do about a tablespoon. And a tablespoon of salt. I just happen to use kosher, but use whatever you like. There we go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mix this all around with our hands. Make sure that all of the potatoes get a little bit of everything on them. Just nicely coat it. And make sure that they're lying flat as well, because whatever's in contact with the bottom of the pan is what's going to be the crispy bits. And that's what we're looking for with this potato. We like it nice and crispy on the outside and soft and fluffy inside. There we go. So we'll turn them all over. So they are looking perfect. Ah, that's it. That's exactly what we need right there, what we want. See big chunks of garlic anywhere, big areas of garlic. I'm just going to move it around a bit. But all of the potatoes will get perfumed because the garlic is going to work its way through that oil and water. Okay, let's pop this in our 450 oven, or 420 oven, I should say, for 40 minutes. They look amazing. They smell amazing. The pan is going to be a problem to clean again, but you know what? For this, it's worth it. I'll just soak the pan for a while. So, they're nice and crispy. I know the softness inside is just out of this world. So, doesn't that look amazing? That's our dinner today. So, I'm going to give this just a try here. Oh, well. Yeah, that's really good. That is really, really just the right amount of lemon. That's incredible. Yep, give it a try. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone.